matter to everybody, the length and breadth of this country, and we will make that appointment as soon as we're able.
Point of order, Neale Hanvey.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I want to extend my thanks to both your office and to the clerks in preparing for this point of order. On Friday, the 1st of March, during the Conversion Practices Bill debate, the member for Rutland and Milton spoke of the need for LGBT members and staff to feel safe coming to work in this place. In response to this, I asked the following. In fact, people in the LGBT community are often referred to as bigots, transphobes and other slurs just because we have concerns about legislation such as this and want to make sure that young LGBT people are protected, and trans people. Does the Honourable Lady agree that the rule must apply to all sides of any debate, not just the side she favours? The Honourable Member responded with the following. The Honourable Gentleman is entirely right, but there was one letter missing in his LGB, the letter T. We do not divide the LGBT community in this place. Members can say that they have concerns about what we are doing, but by removing the T, the Honourable Gentleman is suggesting that transgender people do not exist. He is suggesting that they are less than other LGBT people. And I will not stand for that, because it was trans people who stood with gay people at Stonewall. It was trans people who fought alongside them for LGBT rights. I will happily discuss the intricacies of legislation with the Honourable Gentleman, but when he chooses to eradicate, that is wrong. Later in the debate, she made the following comment about the UK's only gay rights charity. That includes the LGB Alliance, who have also removed the T. This raises the following serious concerns. Despite specifically mentioning the safety of trans people immediately prior to asking my question, the member launched into what felt like a targeted attack on my character. Furthermore, it felt like this was aggravated by my protected characteristics of same-sex attraction and gender-critical beliefs. In addition to this, the member, a heterosexual woman, felt it appropriate to lecture me, a homosexual male, on the boundaries under which she believes I should be permitted to exercise my rights and protections. Specifically, she demanded that this should centre the needs of the completely separate protected characteristic of gender reassignment, commonly known as forced teaming. Following this, the member then gave an inaccurate account of the Stonewall riots that has been corrected repeatedly by eyewitness testimony. As a direct consequence of this, various news outlets have wrongly accused me of dropping the T and have ignored the context that a straight woman was lecturing a gay man about what rights he is permitted to use. Given the sensitivity of these matters, this is deeply concerning. I have had 5 years of abuse, including murderous threats, mainly from heterosexuals who claim to be allies, but they are allies of queer theory, not lesbians, gay men, bisexuals or transsexual people. This outburst felt deliberate and targeted, and I consider these behaviours as emblematic of the modern-day homophobia that has been insinuated into our culture by organisations such as Stonewall and Mermaids. In response to the video clip on social media, prominent transsexual...
You'll have to just... I hope the members coming to an end very quickly. Thank you.
I think, Mr Speaker, this is the text that was agreed with the clerks. In response to the video clip on social media, prominent transsexual campaigner Dr Debbie Hayton said, "We trans people value the right to organise separately from LGB and as trans people. My LGB friends need and deserve the same right to organise separately from us. We can still organise together when it serves both groups. Nobody is lesser." In a statement issued by the Gay Men's Network, they noted that the member for Rutland and Merton's comments were not characteristic of an otherwise civilised debate. We urge her to reflect on these comments and consider apologising. I agree. At the very least, the member should apologise, not just to me, but to others who may feel threatened by her remarks. Any further consideration will be contingent on this. After the debate, 2 members, the member for Jarrow and the member for Nottingham East, both gave inaccurate accounts of the outcome of the day's debate, laying blame for its failure at the doors of opponents. The truth is that the bill failed to garner sufficient support in the closure motion called by the member for Brighton Kemp Town. Again, in this sensitive policy area, this shows a lack of concern for the safety of all members and risks whipping up targeted harassment. These posts should be removed and the member should apologise. Thank you.
Can I just say I'm very disappointed the clerks agreed such long text. It is an important issue, and it is quite right the Honourable Member raises the issue and is concerned. But I am concerned about the length of time that has taken, and therefore I hope that I will be speaking with the clerks as well. Can I first of all say I'm grateful to the Honourable Member for his point of order and for giving notice of it. I hope he has notified Honourable Members that he intended to refer to them in the Chamber. Honourable Members are responsible for the content of their own speeches, provided that they remain within the House Rules of Order. I understand the strength of the Honourable Member's feeling, but the Chair heard nothing disorderly in the remarks made by the Honourable Member for Rutland and Melton on Friday. He is correct in his observation that the Conversion Practices Bill did not make further progress because fewer than 100 members voted for the closure. But it is also true that the House continued to debate the bill until the moment of interruption, which is unusual through members are entirely within their rights to do so. I thank the Honourable Member for giving notice. Right. We now come to the general debate on